Alright, before I start this challenge, I just want to give a quick disclaimer. This content provided in these tutorials are for educational purposes only, and any of the CTF problems, these are in a controlled environment, a CTF environment, so none of this is actionable. This is just for practice and educational purposes only. So anyway, let's get started. So today we're going to be doing Lord of SQLI, and today's challenge that we're going to be doing today is going to be called Ouroboros, and the reason we didn't do Phantom is because it was leaking my IP. Like to solve this challenge, Phantom, you need to leak your IP. But I think in my community post, you guys could see that I left a link down below on how to solve that one. So anyway, let's get started with this one. So Ouroboros, I think that's what it's called. So this one's a bit, like, I want to say as difficult, but still kind of tricky for the most part, because to solve this challenge, we need to have the results of our PW. So a result, whatever the result was, which was in this case this, the result is equal to whatever we get. So for example, if I do something like, if I inject something like, or ID or 1 equal to 1, and then percentage 23, this is our get. Our get should be this. Our get's gonna be everything inside here. But the result of PW is not gonna be a result is not gonna oh wait, this is our result. Yeah, select where PW, and then see nothing came out for the result since PW wasn't a result right here. There was no result. So we're gonna have to wait to print out results. So one way we could do that, for example, is do something like this. We close it and we do union, select. So this makes a secret is a separate query, and then percentage 23, and then so okay, now let's see what happens. So our query, or no, our result of PW is gonna be 1, but that's our result. But our get, oh wait, no, let's make this makes it easier. So our PW, or no, our result is 1, because you see right here PW, and then right next to it is the result, and the result is 1. But our get value is gonna be this entire statement right here. So this is not equal. So we're gonna have to find a way to make these two values equal to each other. And there's a way to that, and that way is called a kine. This was after I read a write-up. So we look up kine and what it is exactly. Basically, is a fixed point of an executor environment where the environment is viewed as a function transforming the program into their output. So what does that even mean? So I'll look up kine MySQL. So let's see this. This is a very interesting wiki article about programs that print their own source code without any access to their physical source files. Examples in this article include C and Schema. So where it prints their own source code without accessing the source file. So there's a way of doing this. So if I just copy this and copy this chat, and then go to right here, chat, oh no, not chat, OpenAI, SQL tester. So if I go to SQL tester and go to the first one, and then we just select database MySQL, and I just delete this and copy this. So if I run this, execute this SQL query, we see that our SQL query gets returned to us similar to right here. So if I do Control F and just copy that, you see how it's similar, but like I guess some parts are missing, which are like the replace. Yeah, this should be the same. And then if I just do this, and see how it's similar to that. It's very similar to whatever we output right here. I wonder if I copy this. Control C. It might be the spacing that might be causing it the issue. Yeah, I think it might be the spacing. So what we could probably do is something like home, And then if we just execute this again. But anyway, the SQL query is supposed to match with this for the most part. So it's basically whatever we inputted gets outputted to us, gets returned. So that's basically what Kine is, and that's what we were able to do it. And that's after like doing a Google search about how to get whatever we inputted. In our case, we want to input a SQL statement right here to get to be the same thing as outputting right here, so we could solve this challenge for the most part. So what I did was just go to this right here and copy this and then modified it a bit to match to my liking. So the one I did, I'll just copy it right here. I already have it set in play. So I'll just copy this one, this payload right here. Don't save. And then we just copy this. And then we get this as Kine, and then Ouroboros clear. And I'll explain this again. So the result is going to be whatever is printed out after PW. If you see right here, PW, and this is our result. So whatever is printed out after. So it's going to be this entirely right here. And also this. So if you just copy this and then Control F it, you see how we get 2 if we do Control F. There's 2 values. One inside after the result, and the other one is going to be whatever we inserted inside right here. So yeah, that was basically the whole point, because we wanted to get whatever we inserted, our SQL query, which is here, to match whatever we outputted, whatever it outputted. And that's basically the way to solve this challenge, to understand what Kine is, which is like I said, a printer out their own source code without any access to physical source files. So in this case, the source code that we're printing out is whatever we're inputting. The source code that we're printing out is whatever we're inputting, and then because whatever we're outputting to the screen, which is this, needs to match whatever we're inputting for the most part. And that's basically how you do it, which is, if you see closely, it's very similar, but we just probably added a few like I said, tildes, a few tildes, changed a few things here and there so they can match perfectly with whatever. But if you see right here, you see select, replace, $, chart 34, 34, 39, 36, replace union, $, 34, 39, 36, $, as Kine, chart 34, 39, 36. And then, but in our case, we just added a bunch of union selects just to make this work for the most part. But yeah, that was about it for this challenge. Hopefully we got done with Ouroboros. So I think the next one we're gonna do is most likely zombie. And yeah, we're like 30 out of the 48. And like I said before, I didn't show phantom, reason being because that one exposes I guess your IP, and I didn't want to do that, even though it's probably not a safety concern, but I'll still be paranoid if like someone knows my IP address. So that's why I didn't do that one for the most part. But anyway, that was about it for this challenge. Hopefully you guys enjoy it, and yeah, see you on the next one.